Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Vine. Today I have in the studio G-Eazy, obviously a legendary musician who's worked with Britney Spears, so you know I had to talk about that. But we talk about all things music, touring, just his lifestyle and everything that he's been through. So here's my conversation with G-Eazy. What was your life like before going this route of music? Were you always involved in music?
For as long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I'll take any movie quote on this podcast,
Yeah. That's from a movie, by the way. I hope y'all know. It's called Goodfellas.
It's a great movie.
Widely considered Martin Scorsese's magnum opus, greatest achievement. Not like I was the only other like hobby before music, because I fell in love with music and I fell in love hard.
Yeah.
And I still haven't fallen out of love.
That's great.
Luckily, and it's a beautiful but also sometimes torturous thing to be in love.
Well, tell me more.
Well,
In general?
Yeah, because,
so.
When you care that much about a thing or a person or, something, something only has the power to hurt you if you care enough about it.
It's true. What is it? The fear of it being gone or taken away?
Yeah. And not loving you back. But ultimately, I fell in love with music. I started making beats when I was like 14, 15. Started writing raps and what I thought were songs. And I just fell hard. Before that, I was in I used to ride BMX.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You look like a BMX guy.
Do I?
I also feel like do you like Halloween? I love Halloween.
Love Halloween.
What, do you have your costume picked out? What are you going to be?
Yeah. Well, if I told you, I have to kill you.
Oh, well, I don't want that.
No. No, it's not.
I'm like,
I don't even know when this podcast will come out, and nor is it that big of a deal. I'm gonna be Jerry Potter.
Okay.
My name's Gerald. I go by Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry Potter.
Yeah.
That's
Harry
like
Potter.
the most underwhelming one. I'm gonna be Jack Sparrow, and
oh, you have multiple costumes.
Well, yeah, but Halloween's like my thing.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep looking at you guys either. I don't know what. I love Halloween, and I feel like I can sniff it out when other people like it.
Yeah, yeah, and then I'm gonna finally be Beetlejuice. I've done but the thing is, I love it so much. I've done pretty much everything. I've done Jack Skellington. I've done Edward Scissorhands. I've done Two-Face. I've done Joker multiple times. I even did Batman during COVID.
Yeah.
And I threw a Halloween party at my house, and I was just Batman on the couch. It was weird.
Perfect.
His suit is so not ideal for like doing anything. It's like, where's the criminal? Like,
you just sat on the couch anyways. Wait, do you want to know what I'm being? I think this is so clever. I'm going to tell you my past costumes, and you can tell me if these are stupid or genius. Okay. One time I was bubblegum under a shoe, like stuck under a shoe, and I was just in all pink with a Converse on my head.
That's fire.
You like that?
I love that.
Okay. And then another time I was like dressed like a cowgirl and like the whole bit, cowboy hat, boots, everything. And then I had like a Jack, Queen, King, Ace on my belt. And then I had fake hands wrapping around grabbing my boobs, and I was Texas Hold'em.
Oh, okay.
What, have you heard that one before?
No, I've not. No, I just love your, like, because there's either the like super clever like approaches to costumes.
Yeah.
I like your style.
Yeah. But this year, I'm going to just look like, I'm going to do like Joker makeup, and then I'm just going to dress in sheets, and I'm going to be a freak in the sheets.
Oh, wow.
You like that?
I don't know if I can.
You can swear.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to ask?
I fucking love that. Oh, man. Yeah. Hell, shit, yeah.
I swear all the time on this podcast.
No, that's tight. That's
good,
tight.
Right?
Nah, like I quite like your approach, and it's like more like you kind of almost like deadpan, like humor to it, and thought, like as opposed to just like meticulous attention to detail and just exacting a costume, which is cool too. Like
Sure, but I also like when people have to ask, like, "What are you?" and then I say it, and they get a good chuckle.
Yeah.
I like to make people laugh. Okay. Thank you.
And I thought my jokes were bad.
Wait, that was really good.
You want to know how I got these scars? see, Batman has showed Gotham your true colors. And what happens? The balls drop off. You see, a guy like me.
Oh, girl, I forget, though. You're also an actor.
No.
Yes, you are.
I've just been told that by every ex-girlfriend I've ever been with. You should go into acting.
But weren't you in a movie with J-Lo?
Yeah.
Oh, casual?
Well, it was like a little. Anyway, how about them Yankees, man? Yeah.
I'm more of a Mets guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to talk about, you said you like started doing this while you were 14.
I just like loved this thing, like, and endlessly loved it and kept chasing it. And if you love something, you want to like be around it or do it or like be with it all the time, you know?
Yeah.
That's the essence of loving something. And in the case of a passion like creating music, if you love it and you're doing it for the right reasons, you want to do it all the time, or you know, spend all your available time dedicated to it. And if you dedicate enough time to anything, you would likely improve at it, you know, or you know, understand it better.
Yeah.
I just kept at it, and even when it wasn't working. And I'd gotten into one school after graduating high school. This college was in New Orleans, and it was one of the only schools with like a music industry studies program. And this is after Katrina. So I think they were trying to like just take anybody. Please come to New Orleans. Rebuild the economy in the city. Like,
for sure.
And I get there, and I met two guys who would become my managers of like 15 years.
Wow, really?
There, yeah, just like other kids, like in the city, like studying the same thing, and we worked together, and that kind of gave me the confidence of like having a team, and it became like a unit, and then. I just kept at it, and then I got a little bit of traction on MySpace with like a song and music video I'd put out that we'd all like, you know, tried to promote and push, and I remember getting flown out to New York for the first time, like meeting with record labels, and I'd never been in New York. I'd never been in a hotel room. I didn't.
Oh wow!
Like I was like, whoa, this is crazy. You know, I'm about to get signed. I'm like 19.
Yeah.
And the labels all passed.
No.
Yeah, and that kind of like feeling of rejection was like, whoa.
Yeah, because you get defeated and.
Oh yeah, I'm like, whoa, damn.
Yeah.
This thing that I love, man, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Right. You're not feeling
like,
loved back, which is one of your fears.
Yeah, but like you just, I mean, if you love it enough, you just keep doing it because you love it, not because you need.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have that grit though. I think based out of fear to keep going when you love something so much, because again, I think like growing up, I grew up dancing and going to so many auditions and being told no so many times. I'm like, I actually did give up, which was interesting because I was 26 and I gave up, and for, you know, however many years, I just always thought about it every day.
Yeah.
It was like, crushed my soul every day, time and time again. So when I did get that opportunity to go dance again, I was
now you're just.
I'm like, I am a dancer.
Let me at him. Yeah.
But it's like when you just when you just keep going, and so when was the moment for you where you're like, okay, here we go? You
know, you go back to the drawing board. You get back to work. You know, you keep doing it, and then. It wasn't until like 3 or 4, 5 years later, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Like it started to slowly pick up, and then I got on Warped Tour, you know, and it was like, you know, 30 people in the crowd. I was like, these are 30 people that care enough to watch my set and, you know, hear my music, and then maybe they'll tell, you know, like each one tells their friends or 2 or 3 of their friends, and now it's going to be 100 people next time. And then it's going to be 500, then it's going to be 1,000, and that kind of thing built. And, you know, I just didn't fall out of love with it. I got better at it and just cared about the craft. And ironically, fast forward, now the ball's rolling, and now there's something going on. And I'm like 22, 3, something like 4, and I'm living out of a suitcase at this point. I like finally graduated high school.
Yeah.
And I have like 3 pairs of black jeans, a leather jacket, and black t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I'm going tour to tour. And just recording an album in the midst of all this, like in hotel rooms or wherever. Created this album that would be called These Things Happen. And it was all like ready, set to go when the labels came back around and were biting again. And sitting back in that same, like, you know, like conference room with the bright lights and the big table and the suits. And I'm like, I told y'all I'd be here. Yeah. This time I want what I want.
Yeah.
You give me my deal on my terms.
I mean, and that comes with like the word that I keep saying is grit. And like, to keep going, I would just watch something. Pamela Anderson was like doing this whole thing right now about how she's actually living her truth and her dream right now. And she's like, it took me 20, 30 years to have patience to actually get to where I want to be and like learn so many hard lessons along the way of like what I thought I should be doing. Have you ever like gone outside of your box of like to try and be something else to fit into the music industry? Or have you always stayed true to your authentic self in music?
Oh, I mean, no, like we all have to play the game sometimes, you know? Mm-hmm. And look, if you want to be the purist and avant-gardist and, you know, your truth and all that, okay, you must have a trust fund or something. You must be, you know what I mean? Like, good for you, buddy.
Yeah, totally.
Like, what a privilege.
Yeah.
You know, most of us have to like grind. You know, bend and grind and adapt and know, like, there's, you know, I was having this conversation with an artist yesterday. I flew up to the Bay, went from like to shoot a music video with a few artists. Got up like at like 7 a.m, flew up, did a video, flew back down for like 8 hours of tour rehearsal. But while I was up there having this convo with somebody, and you know, they were like, you know, the industry side is so hard sometimes, man. They want to make me what they want to make me. I just want to make what I want to make. I'm like, yeah, but work's not supposed to be fun every day. You think people like to, like, who work at CVS, like, have joy every single day they go to work? Like, you have to, like,
you got
work
outside
is work.
Shit going on too.
And work is work at the end of the day. And we all, you know, at least, you know, like most of us have to work in life. So, you know, in our case, I think creatively, you got to, sometimes you get pushed to maybe do some songs or like a certain thing that you don't ideally, but that's just like
part of the biz.
Part of the biz. And you figure out how to like work within that and stay true to yourself.
Yeah, still bring in your own. Yeah. Like what? Tell me about 2016 when you got to work with Britney Spears.
Yeah.
But that was like one of her last biggest performance. But how did that feel to be in a moment of her career? Because I am a Britney stan.
Yeah. That was an honor.
Yeah.
Like, big honor. We were on tour in Australia, and this was the first year that I'd like hit. Mm-hmm. And I think we played something like 250 shows that year. Wow. It was tour to tour to tour to
That's
tour.
That's crazy.
But it's strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
You know, the expression. Like, I'd been wanting this, you know, since as long as I'd said, you know what I mean? So when
you arrived to it, you're like,
okay, don't complain now. This is what you asked for, buddy. Yeah. You signed up for it.
Yeah.
And we're in Australia, and I'm drained. My like whatever social battery is what we call it now. It's like, can 2%? You imagine? Yeah. Like, you know, I've done 250 shows, but I've also done 250 meet and greets, 250 after parties, 250 flights, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, but you get a call like that, and it's like, all right, this is one of the most iconic, most important figures in the history of popular music. Yeah. Inarguably. And like we had one off day. We found a studio somewhere in Australia, and I wrote it on the spot and did it and sent it to her, and she loved it. And getting to, you know, of all like stages of the world and platforms, you know, that arguably the house she built, the VMAs, like, you know what I mean? You think VMA, at least like me, my age, and growing up and like watching the VMAs in that era and all that, you know, when that was the like every, you know, September, like you're watching the VMAs, you know, was a huge deal. Oh, yeah. And it was, so to get to perform with her at the VMAs, walk the carpet with her, the whole nine, you know, those are like the pinch yourself moments.
Totally.
This is legendary.
Yeah, because I mean, you're like you said, she was the queen of pop, you know, and an absolute icon, legend. I thought that was so cool that you got to do that.
Yeah, so an honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was my long-winded way of saying it was tight. It was awesome.
This is a podcast. I actually appreciate a long-winded answer. It helps.
What if I was just sitting here in sunglasses like, it was cool?
All right, we all know the holidays are wild between the parties, decorating, and trying to find the perfect gifts. I feel like we're running on holiday magic, but after all that, there's nothing better than cozying up in bed. And this year, I've treated myself to the gift of sleep with Boll & Branch sheets, and let me tell you, they're everything dreams are made of. Their signature sheets are made from 100% organic cotton, and they just keep getting softer with every wash, which is amazing. Imagine laying down on sheets that feel buttery soft from the start, like wrapping yourself in a little cloud every night. I got them in the classic white, which not only looks gorgeous, but goes with everything. So if you're tired of tossing and turning, or you just want that moment when you crawl into bed, trust me, this is the upgrade that you need. And hey, don't just gift others, gift yourself too. Right now is their best offer of the entire year. Shop their cyber event for 25% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets. Just head to bollandbranch.com and use promo code VINE25. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com, promo code VINE25. Limited time only, exclusions apply, so see site for details. Okay, let's talk hair. Did you know that about 1 in 2 women experiences hair thinning? Totally normal, but let's be real, not exactly what we're going for. Not ideal. That's why I started taking Nutrafol. I'm so happy with the results. I've been using Nutrafol for years now, and not only has my hair felt thicker and stronger, but I've also noticed way less shedding. Honestly, such a confidence boost, and friends have even started to notice the difference. Nutrafol's supplements are designed to target the root causes of thinning, so from stress to nutrition to metabolism, which means they're working from within to give my hair the support it needs. Nutrafol is actually the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it is backed by real clinical studies. Over 86% of women reported seeing better hair growth after 6 months. So if you're ready to boost your hair game, now is the time. Get results that you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code VINE. So find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code VINE. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code VINE. Okay, so you took a bit of a hiatus from music for a bit. So many fans were wondering what was going on and what led to that decision.
Well, I mean, you figure COVID ate 3 of them.
Fair enough.
You know,
Valid.
COVID ate like 3 years.
Valid, yeah.
Also, COVID was a different experience for almost everyone.
Yeah.
You know, because you think about different perspectives of in my case per se, it was I'd been going so long, and, you know, there's a lot of pressure that comes with this, and you get accustomed to it, but it felt nice to be wait, it's not, because I don't cancel things. I don't not show up for a job. I don't not show up for an interview, no matter what I have going on. And all of a sudden, because it's just grit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't not show up to a recording session, regardless if I've had 8 sessions in a row, back to back, each with a different producer. Yeah. Where I'm doing 2 or 3 songs a night with a different, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm exhausted, drained, and I just want a night to myself. I'll still go because this is an opportunity. This is a chance to make something, and this is what you asked for. Yeah. And it's a blessing and a privilege to get to do this job. Yeah. But deep down, do I wish that there was some way I could say, guys, I can't do it today? Right. I know. Yeah. But it's just not something I know how to do or could or can or want to really. But deep down, there's a subconscious part that does. And COVID came and it was wait, I can just off. Yeah. Yeah. Almost. You had permission to off. Permission to just, and it was I'd never sat with myself. Yeah. And you talked about solitude and just finding solace in being alone. Yeah. And recharging. But it's also inward reflection. I when think you sit with yourself. For a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah. And in that time, I got to make the music because I was in LA still, and in my house there's a recording studio, and I got to sit at my piano and write songs there and try to experiment and do a style of music and different kinds of ideas that maybe if I brought these to my label or the producers I was working with, it's not what they were looking for. Yeah. Per se. Yeah. But now that it's just me, I'm wait, I can just I can just do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can do what I want.
Yeah, wow, what a
It was
lovely
a freedom. It was
I was
like
just going to say the freedom. God,
Yeah.
that's the goal in life, is to feel any sort of freedom.
Oh my gosh. And we're so like as forward facing, like, you know, out there in the public, people, you know, and risk of ridicule.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like you jump straight to the comments and it's like everybody has a.
Do you read the comments?
I wish I could tell you that I don't.
Yeah, I know.
But of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that still fuck up my whole day, but you just got to, again, like develop that toughness and strength and like tools and mechanisms of how you like don't let that, you know?
Oh my gosh. I do
It's like
EMDR
force field,
therapy
like,
around it.
Like,
yeah.
but
You gotta block
in
the
real life,
negative.
like I say that, but really it's like.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I know. I do the exact same thing. There's some days where I'm like, yesterday I was at dinner and I was reading my girlfriend funny DMs that I've gotten, and I could laugh so hard. This one girl was like, I love how confident you are with rocking a double chin. And I was like, what?
Oh, man.
And I was like, holy shit. But these were making me laugh. And then other days I'll like be in the fetal position crying over a comment, be like, what? It just like depends.
Like, and the backhanded compliments.
The backhand, I love how you rock that double chin.
Oh my gosh. Like I just felt that like, you know, like, oh man, I was like.
Well, and people can say whatever they want about you on the internet. And
yeah, as if that's okay.
It's actually scary. Like with the whole Liam Payne from One Direction passing.
Gosh,
I can't believe
of like human connection that it like enables.
It makes me sick. It actually makes me sick. And like for people to be blaming his like ex-girlfriends and like
oh my God.
saying you're next
because
to
these
them.
are not things you'd say. All right, so you think about human interaction and communication. You know, if I don't know a person, like, or just take like a random human being, like, in 99.999% of the time, would not have the like courage, wherewithal, or even like idea that they could just walk up to an absolute stranger and tell them to their face, like, you are the reason that he did da. You know what I mean? Or like say anything that I mean. So it's like, so that's fundamentally how like we would interact as humans. You wouldn't say these things because you're sensitive of like, and there's a fear base of like, I wouldn't say this to you in front of you because that would be
it's called etiquette. So,
at all.
Yeah, being a human.
But then all of a sudden you have this like mechanism and ability and thing of like of being able to do it behind this like you know, and then that becomes our main method of communication, really. Yeah, that dominates more than physical interaction.
I'm shocked that there's not more repercussions for the amount and level of bullying that there is online.
Man. Yeah.
Like, how is that not? How are
because it's actually
police
it's
not
a crime to like do that in person, right? Harass. Yeah. Right? So why is it not a crime to do that
online?
Because that's actually really interesting and something to look into.
Don't you think so?
It needs to be more like
just repercussions.
Yeah.
Responsibility. You can't talk to people like
you can't. You can't harass and disrespect and hurt people like that.
And you're really like affecting their mental health. And like, imagine someone that you loved dies, and then you have like hundreds of thousands of crazy One Direction fans blaming you and saying you're next. Like that will fuck up your whole life.
Oh my God.
It makes me sick. Okay, what is the craziest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
There was, for a while, there was like somebody kept editing my Wikipedia, like because you know
anyone can do that.
Yeah.
Freaky.
Like this is some years ago. I think it finally stopped. Which is also weird. I mean, our way of gaining information in today's world is so like
it's like everyone's
flawed.
A professional on TikTok.
Yeah, right. We get our news through like TikTok and Twitter, like as if that's like credible.
Yeah, from someone who just literally is like getting it from someone else, from someone else, from someone else. Yeah,
via a Wikipedia that can be edited by some weirdo who keeps re-editing it every day. We fix it, and I think they said I was Ukrainian, and for like this is like 6-7 years ago, I think. And I had so many like fans coming to meet and greets being like, I'm Ukrainian too. I'm like, I hate to let you down. I'm not. Like,
sorry.
There's somebody who obsessively keeps re-editing my Wikipedia multiple times a day as we change it back. Just to make you seem Ukrainian? I don't know. It was just so bizarre.
That is a weird one. I was not expecting that kind of rumor. Like,
and I had people like identifying with me saying like, you're a hero, you know what I mean? So like, I
what is
thank you, but I'm not.
What are you?
But I'm just what?
Oh.
I'm like, I mean, I'm from California.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm super British. I like.
you get me, fam.
British.
What part? Are you from London?
Sure. No.
No, you know.
I can't do an accent like you.
I can't either.
You're really good at it.
I'm like, I can tell me like great at it. Or I'm horrible.
No, really good actually.
Sometimes I nail it, and sometimes I so don't.
Well, I can't do. The only accent I can do is Southern.
100%. Southern?
Southern is the only thing I can do, just because I live in Nashville and I picked it up. But I did my what is it? Not 23andMe, the other one.
It's kind of bright in here. I'm gonna put these back.
Oh yeah, put those back on. It's always sunny in Coolville. Yeah. But I was hoping I was at least 1% Italian, but I'm very British and a teeny tiny bit Native American.
I'm a teeny tiny bit Mexican.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Did you do your test?
No.
Oh.
I just know my great grandma was Mexican.
Oh, you know the real way.
I met her when I was 3.
Really?
I think I kind of remember.
Wait, didn't you?
I think she was half Mexican, so that makes me
am I getting somebody confused? Did you grow up with your grandparents?
Yeah, I did. That story was not edited by Wikipedia.
Okay, you never know. I was talking to these girls on my podcast once, and we were laughing because I Googled fun facts about them, and she was like, I don't know where that's coming from. I've never said that in my life. I'm
it's crazy.
That just goes to show the
how
internet.
Information about, but, I at a point I was just like, what's out of your control is out of your control.
Yeah,
and the more you try to obsessively control it, it's it
just gets worse.
It's just going to stress you out.
And it ruins your whole vibe, and you're just become not aligned. Have it all. I was done with it anyways.
It's nothing like some room temp.
It's not room temp. That's cold.
It's not cold.
You don't think so?
Wow, the accent just came through.
Cold. Cold. Wait, but I'm actually Canadian. Have you heard that accent come out?
Canadian.
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 Canadian. Do you tour in Canada?
I've just been able to get back into Canada recently.
Oh, congratulations.
And caught up on a lot of missed time playing shows in Canada recently.
Do you like Canada?
Yeah, I like Canada. Canada did not like me for a while.
Oh, why?
Well, it's a hard country to get into if you've ever been in trouble.
Yes, it is. It's a 10-year, they won't let you in for 10 years, isn't it?
Something like that.
So it's not Canada didn't like you, but the border people didn't like you.
Yeah. That part, yeah.
Where's your favorite place to go on tour?
Well, I have enjoyed playing in Canada.
Oh, there you go.
Know.
Yeah. Tell me about the new tour coming up.
Yeah. The new tour, I'm so excited to get back out there. The tour was, my life for so long, I was saying. But despite the rigorous schedule and travel and getting on stage and this physically hour and a half jumping around, sweating, engaging with thousands of people, the social battery thing of that, the emotional battery of pouring your heart out and doing it night after night.
Yeah,
it's also on the flip side, it's you get to do this thing, and performances are a victory lap because it's the music has been released after it's been you spend the hours and weeks and months and sometimes years creating it, and then you do the work to release it, and then it lands with the people who care about it, which is a joy. And then they live with it, and then you get to come back victory lap and perform it with them.
Yeah.
Staring at you, the people that your music means something to.
Isn't that the best feeling in the world?
Oh my God. It's
when people sing back your lyrics to you, are you just I'm in heaven?
It's validating, but it's also just emotionally, it's not just validating it's
connection.
I'm cool. It's a connection because everybody in this room has a commonality.
Yeah.
That we all come from different walks of life.
Yeah.
We don't know each other, but we all share one thing, and that one thing is that this music, these stories that are being told, this cultural thing that's happening, we all identify with.
Yeah.
So we have this thread that binds us all together, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's it's a force. And, I just happen to be the guy who wrote it. I'm just another one of them. Because we all share something, right?
Right.
It just happened to be me who put it and had the tools.
Because you're the ability. You have the ability.
I'm the vessel, that's all.
Right. But that's so incredible because I always think music is so beautiful because you could be singing one thing that means something to you, but hundreds of people could relate to it in different ways of what they're going through.
Yes.
And that is so cool. And to be out on stage and touring, and even just on a small platform for me, going to do a podcast tour.
Well, you're the boss, applesauce.
That's how I'm
Do you have a favorite
t-shirt.
experience, like, or memory, like touring? Or I mean, not but like going to a show. I mean, like, or like.
Yes, I literally couldn't believe that I like sold out a theater and I went crowd surfing with all of my listeners, and it was just one of the best experiences of my life. I was like, I had a few drinks.
Oh,
I was I call my listeners Vinos. I was in the arms of the Vinos, just like free as a bird, and I was like, this is a cool moment.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was
it feels
really
like,
fun.
Yeah, I literally like held up, you know what I mean? Literally, but also like in a sense of, like metaphorically, lifted up by the people who care about what you do.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, I am special. Like
it is a special feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're making other people feel special. And it's just like, I just love music is so vulnerable. Vulnerability creates connection. You do that in a crowd of people, like the energy that's in that room you can't beat it.
No,
you can't beat it.
It's this
and
like
you get
magic.
to be the vessel.
It's like lightning in a bottle. It's just like, it happened there, and you were in it, and it was a togetherness.
Yeah.
A current, a flow, like a wave that we were all on. I mean, when I say like hands up and I see, thousands of hands all, and then it's like they're all in unison doing this. That's a connectivity of electricity and like current. That's like we're all on the same wavelength, and we all are sharing a similar version of this emotion. It's like whether it's like a banger and it's like, or it's a sad song that's like lighters up. You know what I mean?
But everyone's all feeling and in the moment
something close to what we're all feeling, and that's a whole bunch of the same like vibrations, 1,000 times multiplied, all within one room being shared, and you're the conductor. It's like, it's amazing.
Badass. That's
Wait,
badass.
I have a joke. You said your fans are vinos?
Yeah.
Like wino is like somebody who drinks wine a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But vinos with a V because it's off vine.
Yours
are.
Yeah. But okay, so in preface, I did not write this joke, but
okay.
I like the joke.
Okay.
Man.
I'm
a rapper who I wish I was a comic.
Yeah. Okay, this is your moment.
Yeah, man. So when I see a wino eating grapes, I can't help it, man. I walk up, I say, man, you're rushing the process, man. You gotta wait. You get it? Because grapes turn into wine. You're rushing the process. You're a wino, man. I know you like wine. Why are you eating the grape? You gotta wait, man. Slow down, dude.
I'm glad you're a musician.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like musicians always want to be athletes, and athletes always want to be musicians. Would you want to be?
I'm the only one who wants to be a bad comic. Not bad comic. That's a Mitch Hedberg joke, and he's one of the greatest comedians of all time, and I love that type of humor. But
who is it?
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look it up. Do you want to hear my joke?
Yes, please.
Okay. Why did the walrus go to the Tupperware party?
Say Supperware. I don't know.
Great guess, but no, he wanted to find a tight seal.
Wow.
You like that?
I think both of us have more bright futures in other lines.
Yeah. But like our side hustle could be bad jokes.
Bad jokes. Let's start like a duo. Yeah, I was trying to
Badjokes.com.
Yeah.
Where can
dad
people...
jokes or bad jokes?
Dad jokes are bad jokes?
Did you say dad jokes or bad jokes?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Same thing.
I just blacked out.
Yeah.
Where can people go to find your tour dates?
G-Eazy.com, or actually http www.g
We'll just put it in the show notes.
eazy.com /
And are you going to be playing all your new songs on the tour? Because some people like go and they do their old songs and their new songs, but what is...
No, I want to take it back to the classics and just let's all go down memory lane and kind of like circle back before we launch into,
Yeah.
but definitely new stuff.
This episode of Off the Vine is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you're into true crime, celebrity interviews, or comedy, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. Well, guess what? Now you can call the shots in your auto insurance too with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Here's how it works. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverages that fit your budget. So instead of fitting into someone else's plan, you can find one that's made just for you. It's super easy to start a quote and see the options that work best for you fast. Just one more way Progressive has your back. So head over to progressive.com today to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself and join over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Okay, with fall officially here, I'm excited for all things cozy. You know, football games, pumpkin spice everything, fireplace, of course, layering up in my new finds from Quince. I've been stocking up on their pieces, genuinely some of the best I've ever tried. Let me tell you about a couple of my favorites. So I ordered a new cashmere sweater in this like rich caramel color. It's perfect for layering over tees or under my favorite jackets. And it's just as soft as the luxury brands, but without the crazy price tag. Actually, I just snagged it for only $50. Quality, incredible, doesn't pill easily, and the fit is flattering but super comfy. So I also picked up their leather jacket, and wow, quickly became my go-to for fall. Leather, buttery soft, the cut is perfect for dressing up or down, and it looks way more expensive than it actually is. So I paired it with jeans for a casual day look and over a dress for a night out. Literally works both ways. You can actually wear it with anything. And the best part, these pieces feel high-end but didn't cost a fortune. So Quince partners directly with factories, so they're cutting out the middleman cost, which means we get premium fabrics and ethical manufacturing at prices that don't break the bank. So get cozy in Quince's high quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/vine for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/vine to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/vine. And my last question is, who would be your dream collab and why is it me?
Why did you stop? I even leaned in to my punchline got deflated.
I always ruin people's jokes.
Like, you. And as I started to almost utter, you just jumped in and said that.
I'm sorry. That's
so now that my thunder's been stolen. My dream collab. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for the grapes to turn into wine to see.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That wasn't funny.
It was okay.
It was whack. I just kind of panicked.
It was okay.
Any time I get a question like you like your dream collaboration or like
your
who are you listening to right now
yeah.
or like like my brain. Do you ever get like that? Like you can't think of anyone as soon as a question like that happens. I mean, sometimes you get interviews and they're like, you can do them by email or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
But then I kind of overthink and it takes too long.
I try way too. I
try way too hard. And I'm editing and I'm trying to say like. And the one subject I didn't get good grades and stuff. I graduated with a 2.1.
Yeah.
Through college, I needed a 2.0 to keep my scholarship, a cumulative 2.1.
Yeah.
But the one class I always did well in was English. I love language and writing. Obviously, it's my thing.
Makes sense.
But when it comes to that, I just overthink and I can't. But then when you're on the spot, also you're like, yo, like if I just say something. That one little thing, if it comes out wrong, will be the one Instagram snippet that goes viral. You know what I mean? And it's like where you were probably socially anxious, nervous, and panicked, and it just said something and it came out wrong. God forbid that you're human.
I wish I wore my sunglasses today. I will say that.
I never do this.
Oh, why?
I don't know, man. Some people are just natural and cool with sunglasses. Like
you never do this? Wear sunglasses?
Yeah.
Oh, what made you do that today?
It was bright in here.
Oh. Well, that's because we have to have the good lighting to make me look like I'm not haggard today.
Oh, you're not haggard at all.
I got a couple martinis last night, but I was in bed by a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
I wouldn't think you would.
I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the pod.
I only judge judgers. Like,
you only judge judgers?
Yeah. Why would you be judging?
Well, sometimes I judge, but I do it quietly in my own head.
Yeah. I hope you're not judging me in your head.
I'm actually judging you in a great way. Like I'm like I like
That's
that you
the
were.
Other thing. People don't know that all judgment is not negative judgment.
No,
judgment is as a word is also like just making a mental like opinion.
Like I really enjoy your hair placement. I think it's I think it's nicely placed.
Is it?
We have similar earrings.
I like your earrings.
Thank you.
I like the blue on you.
Oh, you do? Because didn't I say when I walked in here, I was like, oh, I clashed so hard with the green couch.
I mean, I'm partial to black.
I usually wear black, white, and gray, but I'm really trying to switch it up, especially in New York, because you live in New York, right?
Oh, and it's the greatest city in the world to wear all black in.
What is that?
Greatest city in the world to wear all black in. I got sad when you were like wrapping up the.
Oh, we can keep
I'm
going.
enjoying this conversation so much. I didn't want it to end yet, but yes, I live in New York, and it's the greatest city to wear all black in.
It's also the greatest city ever.
I mean, ever. Period.
I love it.
Like,
what's your favorite thing to do in New York?
Walk.
Just walk.
Walk.
Find coffee shops.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many coffee shops. There's so many restaurants.
Yeah.
There's so much diversity. It's a cultural kaleidoscope.
It really is.
If so I lived in Soho for a year, right, like Soho, Nolita, and I'd go sit at Jack's Wife on Lafayette.
Oh, I love Jack's Wife.
Oh my God.
Frida.
When you sit outside
on
Lafayette at Jack's Wife Frida, it's like front row at the theater.
It's the best.
Because that block of Lafayette, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, Italy's right here, Nolita's here, Soho's this way, Chinatown's over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tribeca's over there, and Five Eyes down that way a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you keep going up, you got the East Village, you got Lower East Side over here.
Yeah.
It's this kind of like spot. So you got this like traffic of people watching front row at the theater. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on those, like, if you eat outside.
I get sad when there's not an outside spot there.
Oh my God.
Even though I do love sitting at the bar.
Yeah, at the bar. Like, I would go because, like, you know, living there, like, you know, and I'm like, became friends with them. Like, I just go, like, you know, I'm starving. Let me just go grab a bite. Like, you know, sit at the bar, catch up with the bartenders.
Do people bother you?
Well, that's the thing about New York. No.
Yeah.
Because New Yorkers, like I said, I'm walking, I'm city biking everywhere. I'm jumping a yellow subway.
Oh, could you be careful?
I ate shit on a city bike once.
City bikes scare the shit out of me.
Yo, I was on the e-bike one.
Yeah, it's...
And I'm busting up 6th Ave, like, to get to, like, Midtown, like, to go to a Broadway show. And I'm busting up 6th, and they had, like, all the, like, the food, tents up, like, a fair, like thing. And it was like one tent was making funnel cakes.
Ooh.
And stuff, and their grease was leaking.
Oh no, that's how you took a spill.
And I'm busting on the e-bike, city bike.
Oh,
you know,
no.
and those shits go fast.
Really fast.
And I was late to, like, you know, meet my friends to go to the show. So I'm like hauling ass. Because it was quicker to city bike than it was to jump in a yellow or a Uber or even Subway. Because, you know, like, so... And I see the grease like flowing.
Oh no!
And I'm like, and my tire just like one little, and I felt myself, and it was almost in slow mo. I felt myself just eating shit. Like,
oh, I hate that.
Like falling.
Did you hurt yourself?
Oh my God! Yeah, yo, yeah, like. And I said I used to ride BMX. Like I'd broken every bone. I have like scars all over my body. But I was like 13, 14. Like your body is different.
That's
then.
true. That's
you know
true.
What I mean, I'm in my 30s, and I feel myself. Oh shit! I'm eating shit. I haven't done this in a long time. And I'm like falling. And then there's a ton of e-bikes behind me because all the like anytime you Postmates or Uber Eats or whatever in New York, they're all on bikes.
Yeah.
All of them.
And they don't give a shit.
Huge like things of food and their fast ass city bikes pile and crash into me.
Oh no!
It was a pile up,
and
of funnel cake grease, e-bikes, and
Postmates.
And I got the wind knocked out of me.
Oh no!
And I'm like, I thought I was dead.
Oh shit! You're like, this is how I go. This is how I go.
Yo, this is how I go. Slipping on some funnel cake grease on 6th. Hey,
did you make it to the show?
You got it. Fuck no.
Oh.
I called my friend and was like, hey man, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
just got a bike accident.
Like, you sure, man? You know, you're probably fine. I'm like, oh no. Like, God, the wind knocked out of me since I was like 15.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what's your favorite Broadway show?
Aladdin is a spectacle, straight up.
So good. But, wait, the Golden Bachelorette right now is coming in next, and she just got to be in Aladdin, and I too got to be in Aladdin on my season of The Bachelorette, and I love that musical.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm like, I hate musicals in general. I still haven't seen Joker 2, which is insane because
that looks so good.
That's so my shit. But the fact it's a musical,
it's like, a musical.
Yeah, it's like another song. Stop. Can
Wait,
I just
what?
get like dialogue and plot.
Oh, see, I love a musical.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed.
But also, like, I like going to off-Broadway. I like going to comedy shows in New York. I like going to jazz shows, like Blue Note. Like, there's just, the city has so much to offer.
So much. I know. I'm there. I'm actually in New York a lot because I podcast there too. I live in Nashville, but I come to LA and New York all the time for podcasting.
Good in between.
Yeah, it is a good in between. I've got land. I've got dogs. It's the best.
Land.
I got land. I always ask my guests to
Wait.
What?
I think you were about to say you ask your guests to
confess something to me every time. Do you know that this was coming?
So I literally almost like asked because I know that about
Okay.
And as you said, land, it reminded me because I was panicking on the whole way here. I was like, what story can I tell her? Like,
Did I just jog your brain?
Yeah. So I was in Williamsburg. I was dating this girl, and I went, to this grocery by her apartment to get some stuff, and I'm like putting things in my little basket, like by the fruit, and I, a Hasidic Jewish person, like I hear them say like, "What land are you from?"
Oh,
and I was like jarred because they don't usually speak to you at all,
right?
They're like, you try to talk to them, they won't even look at you.
Oh.
Typically, and there's a lot of Hasidic Jewish people around Williamsburg.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What land? And I was like caught off guard. I'm like, pardon? And he goes, "What land are you from?" And I'm like, "This land, Oakland." I don't know. Like, what do you mean? He was like, "But what land?"
What?
And now I'm like really almost like this is like alternate like reality. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just putting like apples and bananas in my little basket, like. And he's looking up at me like I'm an alien. And he's like, "But you are so much taller than the others."
Oh, really?
And I was like, I can't make this up. That's my story to tell you.
Yeah. You're like, have
one
you
of those
ever
bizarre moments of my life.
Interesting.
I don't recall what happened.
You just dropped it after that?
I was like,
you're like, yeah, I'm just.
And then he just walked away and vanished.
I don't think he was real.
I think that all the time.
I
Do you have
think
anybody in your life who you think could be your imaginary friend?
Yeah, of course. I think that guy was a figment of your imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think my dog is like actually like a human trapped in a dog's body that is my best friend.
Yeah.
And also my baby. I say that I birthed him.
I got a few friends that are like so like eccentric and outlandish and just like bizarre and
Am I reminding you of them?
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
You're quite amazing.
Okay, thank you.
But you don't strike me as like so bizarre as unbelievable to be real.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm like, you have to be my imaginary friend. There's no way you could be real. Like, but what if you like were like you didn't know and you were like, you're actually like crazy and.
I think I'm a little crazy.
I'm a little crazy.
Yeah, I have some weird thoughts that I don't express out loud.
I think don't we all?
That's true. The intrusive ones I keep to myself.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to quit this conversation either, but I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
It's a
got going on
pleasure.
today? Are you done rehearsals for all of the tour coming up?
Yeah, done rehearsals.
Do you get to have a chill day?
Yeah, I'm having a chill day. I'm
Nice.
like, I don't often do this enough at all, but I'm going to get like a massage.
Oh, hell
get, like,
yeah.
a facial. Like,
Yes.
like,
Treat yourself.
Yeah, like a sauna and a cold
Wow.
plunge and
Oh.
stuff, and like do the whole
Speaking
nine.
my language. I have a sauna and cold plunge in my backyard. I do it every day.
Oh,
It's my
God,
favorite
isn't
thing.
it the best? Like,
It's the best. It literally changes my whole day.
Yeah.
It really does.
Can you cold plunge for like 4
Oh,
minutes?
I'm so good.
5 minutes?
I
Can you
only
do like 12?
I could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I put mine at about 45 and I usually just do 3 minutes because they say that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
But I could
3 minutes, that's a lot.
It's once I get in, I'm chilling. I could be in there for quite a bit.
Wow.
But it's the getting in and getting out that really kills me.
Tough.
Yeah, except wait, I did this podcast where you had to go in a sauna and every question that they asked, they poured water on the sauna to get hotter and hotter. And I was like, I could do that. I lasted 17 minutes and I almost threw up.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's kind of a
something about the
liability.
body and it's like, and not supposed to like, but.
Yeah, I don't think I'm like.
I did an interview where this is like early in my career and we had a fifth of bourbon.
Yeah.
And it was like a over under guessing game, and me and the journalist and say like how many followers does Kim Kardashian have?
Yeah.
And if whoever's like closer between me and him, like had to take a shot.
Oh damn.
And we had to go until the bottle was done, and and
Sir.
now looking back, I'm like, last thing I remember is like the second or third question, and then I just remember waking up in all my clothes at my Airbnb, like in New York.
mean, a full bottle of whiskey will do that to you.
I mean, splitting it between us, like obviously, but I'm like, wow, that was not humanly healthy or safe at all.
I always wonder how people get away with stuff like that. Like,
nor like pouring water on a sauna and being there for 17 minutes. It's like like
that feels like a bit of torture.
This is so much more comfortable. I'll take these bright lights. Yes. If that's all the torture I have to like go through.
Yeah, it's just and you put on your sunnies.
Like splitting a bottle of bourbon with somebody.
I mean, I was going to split a bottle of wine with you, but
has anyway. I mean, what happened in journalism? Come on.
Was I good? Was I a good interview?
You were fantastic. Incredible. This is one of the most effortless, and smooth, and amazing conversations I've ever had.
And look at that timing. Come in.
I bid you adieu.
I bid you adieu.
Bonjour.
Bonjour's hello. Yeah.
I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next